PT2, how the hell are we?
Come on. Pull as high as possible. Stay up. Slowly. Come on. All right. Come on. Take it slowly. Control it on the way down. Mind.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Very happy with that. Felt strong, just felt powerful. Good. Very good. I don't know how many to get.
You'll have to count them. I think it was 7.
Don't count.
I discourage clients to count reps because then execution goes out the window and they think about hitting the target. Now we're not going for quantity, we're going for quality. I'd rather do 3 reps and those 3 reps are in the bank.
Yeah, this is what I was saying to Vin before, was like, I'd rather do 1 plate or 2 plates, but it felt like 4 plates.
In the bank.
Yeah, so
in the bank. We've seen a lot of people on Instagram pressing 5 plates with a shit chest and big triceps. You work it out.
Be pulling with my arms. I just be there just pulling, and then now it feels like my whole body.
So what it is now is efficient. He's efficient. He's running like a Tesla.
But looking like a Ferrari.
The horse. Yeah, take a bit more time because we need double figures here, 12 to 15. Now what people don't realize as well, people rush into these sets, but because your lungs and everything is so compressed, that's what needs to recover. So before you go into it, you make sure you hyperventilate. And then you go into it, because on the latter reps, that extra bit of air, you're still breathing as normal, is going to come into play. But your lungs like a balloon, you want to go in it full, because when it gets 1 to 8, it's going to be fairly straightforward. It's the 8 to 12, and those are the championship reps. Do you know what I mean? And they separate first place and second place, and then whoever didn't do them as well.
I was saying to Vin, like normally I'm gassed from because I'm just going, but the accuracy's so off. So now it's a slower pace of session, but the sets are harder. You know what I mean? I'm not like, fuck it, I'm dying, but the set feels perfect. Yeah.
It's muscular fatigue, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than just being gassed.
But the thing is, we want to get Ryan fit, you know what I mean? Which is what I told him on the bend over row. You can see what he was gagging to go. It's like, no, I need him rowing that. So the same thing he was bragging about, 5 plates on the pendulum, we need him rowing that for 20.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I need him pulling 3 plates for 20. And then honestly, it's one of the hardest things ever, pulling high reps. Honestly, it will test you, not even physically, it's a mental game. Because you feel like your body's going to break up in 2. Your mind's playing tricks on you as you get fatigued. Now it's a game of chess. And who goes checkmate first? Do you know what I mean?
So that's the same what I was saying on legs or on push. I have that.
Yeah.
But on back, that's where I need this now.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not because it's weak. It's hard. And you show me who does it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Jordan. You see, Jordan's pulling like 5 plates for 20. Well, it's 15. Do you know, it's hard because when it gets, it's different energy systems as well, and then it comes to a place where it's who's got the biggest balls. Your body's telling you your back's going to go, and you're going, yeah, I'll deal with that later.
ACG.
Yeah.
I'll be there with his 2 cojones.
Yeah. But that's where we're going to build up, and we're going to go there because stimulus is not only lifting heavy, we also want to tap into all fibers that are asleep to have to come in when he's just about to get to failure. Stay high, Ryan. Stay high. That's it. Control. 3. Perfect eccentrics, Ryan. 4. Higher. 5. 6. Breathe. In. 7. Into your nose. Into your nose. Come on. Come on, Ryan. Ball. Think about your feet, think about your glutes. Come on, shorten it slowly.
Get it. Bubble.
No,
I was like, fuck. The perfect thing is now, these numbers that I set, but these cues, I just, like you said, just get more and more efficient.
Bro, like that rep he got 12 and his breathing was so far off.
Yeah.
You seen me trying to cue him, but it was too far lost. When he can breathe right, so that because half of his fatigue is derived from having his rib cage on here, but when he can make sure, so what you want is like a strongman belly. So you see how the strongmen make the bellies very big? You want your belly that big when the weight is here. So that acts as a cushion. And then as you pull, are you with me? Yeah. So then, you know, your rib cage isn't feeling this, and then your rib cage fatigues, and then you fatigue. And then, so you want that power belly. They call it a power belly or something. Yeah, they call it a power belly, the strongmen when they pull.
I think that's just an excuse for the belly. No.
But you want air in your stomach.
Yeah,
the weight is at the bottom. So that acts as a cushion, as a bit of a balloon. And then power, you exhale, you inhale again. By the time the weight gets down, your stomach's full of air. We'll get that. When we get that, that's going to go up for 15, 16 reps. Standing, whether it's mind-muscle connection, whether it's sensation. But you see that description? That's perfect. He feels like he already has DOMs. So it's like that is muscle actually just throbbing. The deal was never to get 50%. The deal was to take everything on the table. And if that's the deal, we'll do everything based on principles, based on accuracy, based on anything that can stimulate the back. So we'll do heavy stuff because it has a place. We'll do accurate stuff because it has a place. Do you know what I mean? And you can see the way the plan has been put together with a lot of thought and a sequence that is, it's very brilliant. Do you know what I mean? When you're hitting lats, you're hitting upper back. You're hitting lats, you're back and forth. When the upper back's resting, the lats working, and so forth. And then we're going to wrap this up with the lats, and then I think go into down.
Yeah, a little bit else.
And drop the good, and then it feels like a sniper because you just feel like your back's going being worked till the downs, and then we'll call it a wrap.
I feel like I've been shot. Several. I don't feel like someone's sniping me. I feel like it's got an Uzi or rocket launcher just fucking blow me to bits. It feels good. I love it.
If you got mobility here, then you keep them there, then we just push right to the stable and jump there. Now elbows down. Don't fan them out. Keep them close to the body. You don't want to bring them here. All the way down. Good. So don't bring them down directly. You almost want to drop this down here. So drop this down. And then here, you want to create an arc, yeah? So an arc, and then the elbow, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, yes! You see? You're living down the table, you can't do that. So down, and then back, 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 no arms, no biceps at all. Be patient, Ryan. Keep this, stay in the game. Come on, elbows down, and then back, 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 back. Good. And again, reach forward, there, elbows down, and then back. Watch, watch, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Good.
Felt like the only thing I say I struggle with, and I'm critiquing myself, but is getting that explosive power, but also not taking that form. Do you know what I mean? Eventually it'll come. Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to.
Yeah.
And then follow.
I can actually hit.
Yeah. Then follow through. Once this move first, you can follow through because this will be following.
Yeah.
But if you pull this, then this can't come in because you've initiated with this.
Well, sometimes on the first set I was just pulling gradually and shortening it, and then the time and attention I was like my.
Yeah, it's too slow.
Yeah, it's too slow.
That way you're never going to pull a heavy weight.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean? You need some sort of explosiveness for the concentric, and then the eccentric, then boom. Yeah?
So just pull them arms down and then go.
And then, yes, just go. Step, up from there. Good. Yeah, from the head. Pull, chest in. Push forward again. Shorten it, clap your glutes, dig your heels into the floor, everything you got. Good.
How's it? Standing cuff laterals, bro.
So we're looking at that with the main mover being the elbow. So in your head, you chop your elbow down. So it's not there, it's just your elbow going up there. So the elbow moves first as opposed to the hand itself, right? And you reach it as wide as possible. Just there, and it's continuous. The only place you only stop is the top. Yeah, but when you come here, it's just you just going. But you have to lead this way. I want to see that elbow going to the side as opposed to the hand. When you do it with the hand, it's going to have a whip. It's going to be like this, which the shoulder doesn't have. So that gives it away straight away. Remember, right there, tighten this glute tight. Now push your arms forward towards the mirror. No, I don't want you to do any rep. Stay there. Push your hands forward that way. Keep going forward. Now look at that. So that's now in alignment with the line of force. So then push my arm. Yes. So there you go, push my arm. No, see that's come from here.
Come from here.
Yeah, so this hasn't got that whip. Yes. That's 3, 2, now almost from it. 2, wider. Come on, keep exhausting it.
Because normally what I would do is here, and then I would go.
That's traps.
Yeah, yeah.
And rear delts. So when you're doing a side lateral, this isn't in the line of force. Watch what moves in mind. Slats, rear delts. This is actually light for the medial delt. Your hair. That's why when you do lying calf raises, you go this way.
Yeah.
Are you with me? But when you put it here, a lot of people keep it close to the body. That's why as soon as you stood here, I was like, no, arms away from the body. And you can see that comes, that cat comes. Hands back, there, nothing. Arms forward, look at that.
Just literally there.
You can see the medial delt just coming on. You can see it on there. You know what I mean?
And then just lifting from here.
Yes,
you have
elbow
to.
leading.
What was so? Just for people, what was the reason for the fat grip? So it was like he was doing dumbbell?
Because when you don't know what to do with your arms, you know what I mean? You're thinking about your hands, because your hands are like, what do I do? Do I clench your fist? Do I stay like this? But when I give you that, it's just an illusion for a dumbbell. Yeah, it's a comfort thing. You know what I mean? So you can just hold it, and then, well, it doesn't bring anything. It just keeps you busy.
They see failure as a bad thing. It's not. That is that's what we're trying to get to. Like, oh, I could have done more. I could have put more effort in. I'm sorry. Yeah, failure.
Mechanical failures to go. I'm saying, Ryan, now start swinging. Start swinging. That's the one. Use everything. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And again. That's it. And it gets us an extra 5 reps.
Yeah.
Why would I leave that in on the table?
Yeah. But then again, people got to realise that, like you say, has its place in the right time.
And And I wrote this in my last post when I spoke about pulling, and I said, a wise man once said, let's use ships for traveling, let's use a shield for defense, and a sword for striking. Everything has got its own place, but common sense will prevail. To fill is douse with blood. How we do it is irrelevant. Because what's Ryan been doing all session? Pulling. So his biceps are absolutely toast, right? But like the delts, we want to make sure that there's zero fuel in them. They're close to 5 or 10 hours worth now. So we're going to get rinsed out. So we work the fully lengthened position, which is here, right? We'll pull this, so the load will be very heavy here. Then it'll be easy to shorten. Because should I put it for him hard at the top, I'll be setting him up to fail, because that's what he's been doing up to the session. But this is the range that he'll have fresh. So we'll do it from this range. Let's go. All the way to fully extend your arm. Good. Two. There. Stay. Let your body stay there, and then pull from there. Good. Just there. Don't bring your body anything. Give the body. Dig your elbows into the pad as hard as possible. 3. That's good. And again, don't worry about the bicep. Dig the elbows. A big hold immediately. Dig. Remember where there is a pad, we push. That's the one. But down. Dig. Contract. Dig. Dig. Good. Down. And again, dig your elbows as hard as possible. Dig. Dig. But down. And again. Work hard, Ryan. Work hard. Dig the elbows inward. Come on. Get him done.
I was like, yeah, that was hard.
How does that feel?
Yeah, very, very good. Different.
Where do you feel it?
In my bicep. Just in my calves. My biceps, yeah.
I don't work because everyone wants to shorten the ear.
It was weird. It felt like an overextension, but more range, which was better. Yeah, it was miles better.
Yeah, because we're all weak there, and that's the place where you're prone to get injured. Most people don't like to go there because you feel that weakness. Oh, my biceps is going to tear, so I'm going to stay here.
I think being able to load it in the prime, with in the heavy and the lengthened position, and it's a lot better. Whereas if that was continuous weight, no, you'd rip the Yeah,
but on here, it's heavy only at the bottom, and then as soon as you pass that, it drops off, so you can still shorten it, so it's manageable. That's what's giving you like a touch. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, just to get you out of that soft bit, but you're still working. Like you see on there, your biceps are like they're gonna explode. But once you get past that, you can really shorten it. But when you're doing a pull, guys, when you finish, if there's biceps tagging, it's always hit the lengthened position, fully lengthened one, because you've really they're already fatigued. Don't try and shorten it. You'll have to use pick dumbbells or something.
Still log this? Still log it or just go? Would you say?
You just put a stack. Yeah, put a stack and put on setting 3. So say for myself now, it's like, obviously I'm sort of in recovery mode. Now, I have one rotation for everything, you know? So I'm doing everything every 5 days. And sessions are hard. It'd be easier for me to add another rotation. You know, as soon as you come off, you finish the season, you come off everything. Do you know what I mean? So then, it's a case of you'd want to do things easier. But guess what? I have only one rotation, and I have to progress every 5 days on everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's a case of this is the stuff that people will avoid. You know what I mean? Because everyone, not everyone, but most, will probably wait for the gear to come back in and then push. But now I'm having to push without that extra gear. Do you know what I mean? Then it's like, how's that meant to happen?
But then when you add that back in, the progress, this is what I found is like, if I push hard now, because I'm in the same phase, if I can make progress now, imagine what I can do
100%.
when I'm back on anabolics.
Because what you want the mentality. Because what you want is a minimal dose and get maximal outcome out of the minimal dose. But when you have this sort of, when you have that other sort of mindset where you only perform when you're on a blast on cycle, then like, do you know what I mean? Like mentally, you're not building on fortitude. But like I got deadlifts tomorrow where I'm approaching my ceiling, and it's the only thing I've been thinking of all day. Do you know what I mean? Where am I going to go tomorrow? Am I going to put 0.5 kilo? I'm going to put a kilo. I know how it felt last time. It felt like my back was going to tear. But this is where muscle is built. And if you then work like you're a natural athlete, then it's more empowering. Because when the gear comes, guess what? It's like a boost. But everything that you can control, which is your sleep, your food, hydration, electrolyte balance, stress, you manage it perfectly. And guess what? You manage to train harder. You just surprise yourself. But, you know, each to his own. I'll be here all day talking about that. Just to mitigate stress off the wrist. I just want to see how Ryan feels with it. Some people need it, some people don't. Good. And again. 2. And again. Good. And again. Job done. Job done. And that's what we aim for. Mechanical failure. Failure is not negative. If anything, you learn more from failure than you do from success. But yeah, I think that is a wrap. And we'll let Ryan wrap it up based on the experiences had.
No. Honestly, like, it's going to sound cliche, but it's been, as I said to Oscar before, it's been so humbling to come back and strip everything back. And I feel like literally from the get-go, we literally learn new things, new ways of activation of the muscle, accuracy, and then having them cues of just bracing and doing things perfectly. Man, my back's gonna be so fucking big. No, I don't know, but I honestly, I want to say thank you to Oscar for taking his time out. He's gonna get sick of seeing me because I'm gonna be down here all the time. But if anybody, like we were saying before, sometimes it's great to humble yourself and go back to being, as Oscar put it great, like being a fool and pretending that you know nothing, and then obviously you're then willing to learn.
Yes.
And I've learned so much today, and hopefully you guys have learned even more, and you can apply that to your training, and then roll on density day.
Yeah, well, listen, there'll be more to come, and I'm just as excited the journey as Ryan is, because then when you teach, you reaffirm to yourself what you know by repeating it. Do you know what I mean? And then you're on your toes because I've got someone like Ryan who's very, very well aware of himself. So I have to be on my A game and I have to really pull all stops, really. And it sort of helps me educate myself again. But in terms of the audience who are going to be learning, there's so much more to come. This is just the icing on the cake. And with that, you will see in real time his back just transforming. I will not put my name to anything that's neither in or there. You know what I mean? We will get a result.
I better level up on that.
Yeah, we'll get a result one way or the other.
Thank you, Will. Nice one.
Nice.
Super.